Hey, we are Doomocracy. This is track by track commentary. Let's go. So, first track for the album, Sadness and Hesitation. We all thought that this song encapsulates in the best possible way what the whole album was about. So after little consideration, it was the definite choice for first track.
I remember we had, after we wrote the intro with a great riff, I had this vocal line, and we played around in the studio, tried different things, some more complex, some more simple, but at the end we decided to keep it as simple as it gets so that the vocal line would stand out.
With no hope, my life's degrading. With no hope, I see my candle fading.
Yeah, and after the bridge, we go to the chorus of the song, a truly epic doom metal chorus, very powerful. Which leads to the solo. It's quite a change in the song. We needed something challenging maybe, yeah, and it's kind of a Sabbath sound, but more progressive maybe. Yeah, a bit technical.
Yeah, so I guess the solo part for me was quite challenging because I had to walk through time signatures and stuff. Still, it is quite groovy.
The lyrics about a guy who finds himself in a desperate situation and needs to find his way back.
Yeah.
Surely everybody can relate to this fact.
Yeah, I think so. These days, people find it harder to cope with life, and it's very easy to go to this situation when you would think that it's impossible for you to find yourself in it.
Yeah, that can happen. Okay, this wraps up the song Sadness and Hesitation.
Second song, Faceless. You probably already listened to it on YouTube. We choose to release this song first because I think that's what Doomocracy is all about. I think this heavy riff at the beginning, in the intro, you will always remember this, this riff, it's very strong. When we came up with the main riff, the rest of the song just came out naturally. We just worked some minor details and that was it.
I think the best songs are written like this.
Yeah,
songs that create
that's true.
themselves, and usually the people who listen to them understand this. You know, there's a feeling that comes out from the song, and it was, like we said before, one of the main reasons we chose it for the first song to give out to the people.
And I think that the part where we reach the bridge and the bridge before the solo, I think this part is the most emotional part in the whole album. I think maybe, and then the bridge after that, after the pause, it's like a slap in your face. We choose to use a painting of Thomas Cole, the Course of Power Distraction. The idea was there are so many scenes in this painting, so we choose to just show pieces of it in 3D space. Yes, in 3D space to show separate, make the painting become alive with the flames, the smoke, all this. I remember Angelos that he was kind of reluctant to write the solo for the song. And I remember with Harris, we were at my house.
Yeah, we had a really rough time trying to find the rhythm section for Angelos to play solo, but it came out again naturally, so it was very nice.
And thank you very much for making my life much easier.
Next song, Durmacht. We came up with this word, didn't really mean anything, it just sounded heavy and kind of epic. And we kept this title for a long time, didn't really try to find something else for the title of the song. And we actually looked it up after a while, and we found out that it meant with power. In Dutch, it means with power, and that's quite funny because, you know, it's a powerful and epic song.
Yeah, actually, the song is one of the most powerful and heavy songs in the album. It has a quite strong and tight rhythm section. All the instruments tied with a unison part behind the lyrics. So it is one of the most headbanging songs in the album.
This song is really challenging because in the whole duration of the song, the bass guitar needs to be locked with the kick drum. So I really enjoy playing live because of the challenge. But I think the best part in the song for me is the outro. Sometimes I just sit back and just enjoy listening to the drums. Yeah.
Let's talk about the lyrics of the song. They are about a man who has lost his faith. He's kind of feeling hopeless and like nowhere to turn to. And this is what the chorus says as well. It says, there's no hope, only death.
But also you can think about it as a warning to himself, realizing the situation and trying to overcome it. I personally think that there is no situation in life where there is no hope and only darkness ahead.
But you shouldn't really feel like that. Ever.
Yes, but you should always be able to remind yourself that life is a struggle, and you need to carry on no matter what. The idea behind the solo does have some lighter and some darker aspects, and this represents the whole song in general. The next song is the CELEPHAIS Curse. This is a song that I actually started working on before we started composing all together as a band. So many of the ideas were already in place. But the funny thing was that when we all started together to try and finish the structure, we realized that it needed a lot of work. I think one of the key points was the vocal lines in the in the bridge before the chorus, that really set the feeling of the song.
We were working for the intro. Yeah, we used that for
Yes, I think
we were looking for a way to. That took quite some time. We were looking for a way to transcend from the bridge to the chorus, and I actually thought of it as an intro, what we used, and then we placed it at the bridge as well, and it worked really well.
it worked better than I could have ever imagined
Yeah.
for this part. That's true.
Back to my throne to take control.
The lyrics of the song are influenced by H.P. Lovecraft, obviously, if you've read like the book.
Also, the technical aspects of the music are very interesting. Many different parts where different instruments have to work together, and also very good dynamics from one transition to the other. I think that's very evident, especially in the solo part.
It's one of the songs that we used keyboards as well. We didn't really want many keyboards in our songs, but you know, this song, especially in the solo and the intro, we really wanted some keyboards to sound better, and they create very good atmosphere, and it really helped the solo as well.
The next song is called The End Is Written. I wrote this riff sometime before I joined this band, and when I played it to Mike,
Yeah, we worked it a bit.
we worked it a little bit, so he had some ideas that started a chain reaction, and finally led.
We developed the whole song
Yes.
afterwards.
It was supposed to be a lot faster, but you know, the guys wanted it to be.
I think the change in the tempo and it was a key point that made it so heavy that it makes sense for it to be the title track of the album.
Morning lights, my inside shudder. There's no sense, but it lasts summer.
In this song, other influences are evident as well. We all listen to many kinds of metal music, thrash metal, power metal, and yeah, you can find other influences as well.
I think it would be boring if the whole album was defined just by one style, that somebody decides that this is how it is and we're supposed to play this.
Yeah.
The doom element is always there,
Yeah,
but we can't deny our origins, definitely.
Fire in place obscure, my wretched soul will not endure.
The lyrics of the song are about consequences at the highest level. When a man reaches the point of no return, and because of his sinister life, he ends up in hell. And when you go to hell, the end is written, right?
This is hell, the end is written.
This song has, if not the best, definitely one of the best choruses in the whole album. It's just so fun to play and so fun to listen to. I think it's one of our strong points.
It really develops with
Yes.
Minas drumming. It's very
Yes, yes.
Yeah, we had some spiced up rhythm section again in this outro, and I enjoy playing it with Manos, and it's quite fun.
Next song is very up tempo. epic song, the Emissary of Vengeance. It starts with a heavy riff, fast heavy riff with a double kick, which leads to a more heavy mid-tempo.
Kind of progressive.
Yeah.
I remember it was an afternoon we were at my house with Angelos and we were trying to like compose some music and nothing was coming. Slow afternoon, exactly. And then Angelos came with the first riff of the song and I don't know, kind of, you know, because we really liked the riff, the rest came like naturally. And I think we almost wrote the song in a day, even at the, yeah. And there's a funny story with the vocal melodies. I remember like the next day I was trying to find the vocal melodies and I was in my house. And because I had no actual lyrics back then for the song, I started singing the vocal melodies and with like words from, I have some posters in my room, words from the posters, metal posters, and it sounded really funny. You know, it always makes us laugh. I mean, sometimes we even do it on rehearsals, so it's very funny.
For your depression, I have the answer. I'll raise rebellion and I'll kill this cancer.
I think there are many interesting structures in the song, at least from the guitar point of view. We have lots of phrases where it's like a discussion between the guitars. Of course, the strongest point, I think, is the combination with the rhythm section, especially in the chorus lines. It gives a very tight and a very steady beat, which just, I think it penetrates the mind. And I think it makes the chorus one of the catchiest that we've ever written and one of the best to actually perform live.
And maybe something that, you know, when he listens to it, he remembers it.
I think
Yeah.
that is very important also. I mean, you write the music that you want to write, the music that you feel inside, but also you write music for others. And it's very important to write something that people will appreciate and want to listen and will remember. Yes, remember, that's very important.
Raise rebellion and I'll kill this cancer.
And the lyrics of the song are about an untold revolution in the minds of people and kind of some kind of savior that comes to bring this revolution to people and to make them break their bonds, or, you know. So,
Perhaps,
yeah.
It's the savior that we all have inside and the revolution that we are afraid to start inside ourselves, to become
kind of longing
free.
for.
Yes,
Maybe
yes.
raise awareness, you know, in the mind.
Awareness.
Okay, next song is called The Hanging Puppet. It is a song where the main riff is written by Angelos and me a while ago. Actually, we are all many-year friends and we have ideas from the past, but this song is one of the songs, maybe ideas that we selected for this band in particular, because it sounded so heavy and
Well, actually, when we got in the studio for the first time, this was the track that we jammed upon.
yeah, we said that let's jump this and see if it fits
And
to
because
this
it sounded that
style.
good, it actually was the song that started the whole thing. Because when we were jamming this song, we felt that it was so good that we were like, okay, the time has come to play some good doom metal, right?
Yeah, included in this album actually.
But I think in this idea in the studio, the whole song transformed itself into what it's now.
Parts were changed and it developed.
I think the feeling that we put behind every note has changed radically since we first started to work on it, and now the outcome is, for me at least, most satisfying.
Well, the song is one of the most technical, maybe, songs, and I believe that it has this tension and release parts within the song. I mean, from the intro it escalates to a top point and then it brings it down again.
And there are like Eastern influences maybe in the song?
Yeah, especially in the solo part. There are some Oriental and Latin aspects of it.
Again, keyboards there to kind of support the solo.
You know, for me, one of the best features of this song is actually the reaction of Harry when he first listened to it. I think it's very important to play music that you really enjoy. First of all, you need to enjoy it. So when I saw Harry and the way he behaved towards the song, I thought that was pretty cool.
I think that the intro and the part where the lyrics start, all this thing, for me it's the best part of the whole album. The drums are fantastic and the two guitars playing together with the melody, it's like, I don't know, it's so uplifting that I just wanted to grow hair and start banging my head.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. I think that's the whole point.
You want to tell us about the lyrics of the song?
Oh, I want to grow hair actually and headbang. You know.
Do tell us about the lyrics, man. Come on.
Yeah, okay. The lyrics are about a person that is oppressed, maybe in his social life and his private life. And he imagines himself as a puppet in a puppet theater. So he's tied with strings.
He's moving the strings.
Yes, and someone else is moving the strings. So it's kind of a parallel images, you know, the real life and the fake life that you have to perform in the.
Yeah, what you see is not always it's not always reality, right?
Yes, yes.
I think it's a very important feature in our lyrics in general that we draw upon the feeling of our times, and it's not an exaggeration to say that. Many people are like this, many people have these feelings, many people go through situations like this, and it's important to not hide from them, but rather to look at them and expose them inside to make sure we know what is going on inside us.
Exactly.
And the final track for our album is called Sins. This is, from all aspects, one of the most controversial song in the album. There was a long discussion about how Sins would come to be. The original idea had Sins as an epic of
9-10 minutes.
9-10 minutes. But we decided to split it in two parts. We had some ideas about an intro, which finally led to the creation of the intro we decided to keep, which I think was really one of the strongest points in the album from an expression point of view. I think it really showed many sides of the band.
Our producer did his part in the song.
It's good to mention that Nikos helped us in more ways that we could say, and this is you could say partly his baby as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
I leave you now in solitude.
And then came the main part of the song, which was a very complicated composition. And I mean, I would like Manos to say a few words because he was the main composer of it.
Well, as Angelos said, this was the first idea was to be a very long song. The idea was after the mellow and emotional intro to have a really blast explosions. It's something like an explosion. Yes, we did, and after that, this follows this really epic chorus, but it's the tempo change that makes this. There is a tempo change there, very important, that makes this stand out very, very good. And I think this was a really big challenge. This transition from the verse to the chorus.
We actually had a very big solo part, very different from what we have right now. And because of the reason that we decided to make the song shorter, Angelos came up with, was it you or was it Haris? It was you, yeah. With a very, 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 very good, one of my favorite riffs in the album, fantastic riff. And we used that riff for a solo. And
I have to say that the inspiration for this riff was definitely the chorus of the song, which I find to be the most doom and maybe heaviest riffs in the whole album. I enjoy playing it, I enjoy listening to it, and it just brought everything in the most natural way. When I was thinking about this riff, I knew that I needed to just honor the previous structure.
The lyrics of the song are about a sensitive issue, which is suicide. A man tries to escape his demons, only to be trapped by them. So this is the song Sins.
So to give you a little bit of info about the album, we recorded at Mad Hat Productions with Nikos Voyadzakis. The mixing was done in Dugout Studios with Daniel Bergstad, and the mastering was done with Peter Indebetu at Tailor Made Productions. This wonderful art cover was created by Piotr Shafranits, and well, there were many people who contributed.
We'd like to thank everybody who was close to the band and contributed to the album. Our album will be out on 29th of September 2014 from Still Gallery Records. And we hope you enjoy the album, and we hope to see you on tour. Doom on, and thanks for watching.